Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. In today's video, I want to look at my team, seeing how well they performed in Game Week 24, then we move ahead to the blank/double Game Week 25. Don't worry, we'll look at Game Week 26, 7, 28 and 29 in this video as well, because I need to have a good plan for those game weeks. So, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like on the video as it helps my channel out a lot. Here we go. And hopefully I can do this in one take. Here we go again. So, as you can see, for Game Week 24, I got 55 points, above the average of 44, and I made no transfers. So I banked those transfers to go into this blank/double Game Week 25, which is definitely going to help me out. My overall rank, it's a green arrow. It's a small green arrow, so I'm happy to maintain this this rank here, around just outside of the top 100k. And you know what, I am gonna go for it, and I think I may wild card. So this is my plan. I'm going to show that in a second anyway. I'm thinking to go all out in Game Week 25, all out in Game Week 26, wild card in Game Week 27, free hit in Game Week 28, and then bench boost in Game Week 29. That's my idea. That's what I'm thinking to do, and that's my first choice of a strategy, because I think I'll be attacking all of these game weeks up to Game Week 29, and I could, when I wildcard in Game Week 27, I could look further on as well and try to have another plan to help myself out towards the end of the season as well. So I think if I attack these couple of game weeks, and the rank that I'm at right now is just outside the top 100k, it only takes a game week or two to be around 50k mark. And if I do well, using these chips, if it works out, I could get a really good overall rank at the end of Game Week 29. Obviously, we will need the luck, but I think this is my chance to push, and I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, I may be wrong, things could go terribly wrong, but we've got to try, right? And we're going to see what might happen. Anyways, Game Week 24, as you can see, I've got 55 points. Kepa in goal with 2, Gabriel with 1, Trippier with 1, Shaw with 6, Esputunan with 8. He did come off injured though, so I'm not sure if he's injured for long term. 61 minute and got a bonus point, and then Brighton conceded. Martinelli actually came off my bench because Mahrez did not play, and Mitrovic as well. Kevin De Bruyne with 2, Odegaard with 8, Rashford with 15, Tony with 2, and Haaland with 4. As you can see, this was my bench. So, for Game Week 25, so far I made no transfers, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players. I'm not going to count Patterson because I think he is injured, and I don't know if he's going to play. I've got a couple of yellow flags here. I've got De Bruyne, there's a chance that he might not play, and Mitrovic as well. For now, I'm just going to assume that they are going to play and they're fit and ready for Game Week 25. So that means I've got 1, 2, 3 double Game Week players. With the 2 free transfers that I have, I might take a -4 point hit to bring in 3 additional double Game Week players, which will set my team up for Game Week 25. So I'm just going to go to, and obviously, as you all know, Arsenal has got a double, Everton, Liverpool and Wolves as well, because of these 2 fixtures that's been added to this game week. And if I look at these fixtures, yeah, Fulham players against Wolves, that might be a good way to go. We've got a couple of good players here like Watkins and Tarkowski. Got Arsenal players against Leicester City. I do like a West Ham player like against Nottingham Forest. Maybe Bowen could be someone that we need to bring in the next coming game weeks. Manchester City players against Bournemouth. I think that's got to be a good game for Manchester City. You got Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Liverpool has got a good record against Crystal Palace, so especially I can always remember that massive score where Salah was benched and he came off the bench and scored a lot of goals. Yeah, difficult to predict on what's going to happen against Chelsea for Spurs. So yeah, I'm not sure. And obviously you've got Arsenal versus Everton, additional fixtures, and Liverpool versus Wolves. Okay, so like I mentioned before, this is from planfpl.com. Okay, and this is where you can plan your team. So please check it out. So as you can see, for minus 4.8, I will remove Kevin De Bruyne, Tony, and Luke Shaw, and I will bring in Tarkowski, Salah, and Darwin, and Captain Salah for this game week. And as you can see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double game week players, and altogether, if everyone's fit and ready, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with a minus 4. That's not too bad, and I'm happy with that, to be honest with you, because I don't really want to remove Trippier because I do want him. I've got a lot of value on him. I don't really want to remove Rashford because I've got value, and I do want to keep them for long term. So Patterson, it could be a player that could go, and I could remove him for minus 8. So that is the plan so far. Okay. For game week 26, if I'm going to wildcard in game week 27, I might use the transfer and just basically maybe remove Darwin and bring in Felix in or something. So I will look at these fixtures for a team that I just want to take a risk on, right? Because if I bring in Felix, you know, good game against Leeds, so they could do something. Or I could just swap Martinelli for Saka or something, because this game against Bournemouth is fantastic. So I could do something a little bit different, right? So I'm attacking it. And in game week 27, this is where I'm going to use the wild card, and I'm going to show you why. So if I just remove every single player, and I'm going to quickly create my new team-ish. You know, I'm going to bring in Tony. Not only he has, you know, fixtures for, you know, game week 27, he's got fixtures for game week 29 as well. Then moving forward, you know, Newcastle, maybe Wolves, Aston Villa, it's not actually that bad as well. So this is not all 100%, but this is an idea that I had in mind. I want to bring in a goalkeeper, so Raya could be someone to go for, but I don't think it's going to be my main goalkeeper. Then I want to bring in at least 2 Brighton players because they are good for long term. I might even bring the third one as well. You got Mitoma and Esputi in hand, and I might bring in like Dunk or something, or maybe I will go for McAllister or something as a midfield option. But I'm just balancing things out a little bit. And obviously if we look at their fixtures as well, as you can see, they've got a double here, so Leeds and Crystal Palace. They will blank in game week 28, and this is why I'm, you know, getting all those players in, because I'm going to free hit in game week 28 and then get them back for Brentford at home and Bournemouth away. Difficult fixtures later on, so that's why I'm not sure if I want to keep them for long term. But they have a lot of double game weeks to cut. They've got a lot of like fixtures to rearrange. So something like this, right? As an example, I will keep one Arsenal player. That's probably going to be Saka, because they don't have a doubles, and you know the fixture against Fulham, it could be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. I don't really want to go for their defense. I do want Felix as a big differential, because if you look at this, okay, against Leicester is not the best, but they got an okay 2 home fixtures in game week 29. Then moving forward, Felix could be someone that could do really well for me. And then and the other player is obviously Kepa to kind of help out with that. So I'm just going to swap them around because I probably will play them. And then if we look at Spurs, apparently they have a good chance that they might double in game week 29. If that's the case, look, against Nottingham Forest, this is where I'll bring Harry Kane. That will be fantastic, right? So I'm attacking these fixtures, guys. I'm really going for it. A West Ham player, I would like to bring in Bowen as a big differential. I think the fixtures later on might not be the best, but I can remove him. I really want to try my luck in these fixtures here. Good home fixture against Aston Villa as well in game week 27 as a big differential. Southampton, Newcastle. I do want to keep Trippier because I do want to keep these highly owned players that could still do well. okay fixture here, you know, against Wolves. Got the double as well. Might not be the best double, but I want to keep Trippier for the long term. You know, you got to keep these. I really want to keep these highly owned players because I don't want to be hurt by him if they return big. You know, I do want to try and block in that as well. And I'm happy to do that. You know, even with Saka, right? You know, I could remove him, but he is a highly owned player, and I don't want to risk, you know, him doing really well because that will hurt my team rank a lot. Manchester United players, I am going to bring back Rashford into the team, or Rashford will be in my team obviously, but bring Shaw back into the team, so I'll probably play him. And as you can see, they've got Southampton at home, and they will blank probably in game week 28, and then they've got 2 fixtures here that is actually pretty damn decent and good fixtures all around. Rashford's quite good, obviously. So as you guys still got a lot of money in the bank. Obviously, we don't have a Haaland in this team, so if I feel like I've got a lot of differentials here, you know what? Let's remove Felix, bring Haaland back. Like, don't remove him, even though he's got only you know, one fixture in game week 29. I do not mind that, because if Haaland scores a hat trick, right, that's gonna be disaster if I don't have him in my team, and considering how highly owned he is. So I do not mind bench boosting players that's got single game but I'm happy to do so if they're highly owned, you know. Liverpool players, I'm probably not going with any of the players right now. Maddison could be a differential that I could go for, so I'm just going to add him just into this team. Chelsea, like I said, Felix could be someone that I could go for. I do want to get an additional maybe defender, like maybe Ben Mee, and just actually play him instead of Trippier as an example, or play someone else. But that's going to be quite difficult to kind of do. So we'll see about that. So I've got 2 defender options that I could try and try my luck with, but I don't know exactly which 2 that I'm going to go with right now. So that's why I'm a bit like, I will wait and see and think about it. So right now I'm just going to basically just add really cheap players like this, or I could just go McAllister, and I got 4.8 as an example, right? I could go for, I'm not sure which other 4.8. I'm just going to pick any kind of player. I don't know, 4.8 is any means here. As an example, I'm just throwing this out there. Now it's going to be difficult to bench someone, so I'm not sure what I'm doing here. So there are 2 things that I haven't decided on, but then as you can see, it's pretty damn strong here. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe double game week players for game week 27, maybe even 60 if I wanted to go for McAllister. Game week 28, I will 3 hits, so depending on which players are not blanking, you know, go all out there. And then game week 29, as you can see, I'll have a lot of double game week players. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Kane probably is going to have a double game week as well in game week 29. And the only 2 is Saka and Haaland. I think 2 home fixtures is quite good, and I will bench boost here. So that's the plan. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Like, it might change, obviously. I might be able to save my free hit in game week 28. It all depends on which teams doesn't blank. So we will see there. So there is a chance that I could save my free hit for later. But I think looking at this team, I'm pretty damn happy with it. And I think this is my first strategy to go for. We'll see what happens, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that this video has helped you. I really want to go for it, and I think being around just outside of top 100k, if I do really well, if I push on with this next coming game weeks, I think I can be around the 50k mark or even better. So we will see. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this video has helped you, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.